Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Welcome to our first episode of Sip and Talk, where we talk about general things and random topics. Firstly, I'll introduce myself. My name is Wafiq Naufal, and this is my friend Mahat.
Hi guys.
This is my friend Sofi,
Hi.
and we for this episode we will be talking about the topic is being a YouTuber considered a real job? And we'll start off with Mahat. Uh, let's see what he thinks about this question.
So like work today is like kind of different from the past. Like we used to know as traditional jobs such as a teacher, engineering, or a doctor. Because nowadays or Gen Z now we can like do our job from the internet because we got our new technologies such as smartphone, yes, laptop, and our PC, so that we can also make some money from that kind of stuff. Like we can do some TikTok content or some YouTube videos.
I think that it's kind of ridiculous and pretty easy for being a YouTuber. Because first of all, let's just say for a YouTuber who does vlogs all the time on his channel, let's take a chance to look back at the old era where people just record their vlogs on adventuring, exploring the nature, their vlogs on traveling around the world. Maybe this is a vlog for their own blog, for them to see, to watch the video again once they're old, to show their friends, to show their childs. But at this point, with that kind of video, they also can use it for marketing. They can sell on YouTube. As long as you post anything on YouTube, you can consider yourself being a YouTuber. And somehow you think that with that you can make it as a real job, since you can earn money on YouTube by basically just posting anything on YouTube. And since YouTube is a open public channel and application platform where people can access from time to time, thinks that maybe it can even reach a bigger audience than just those who want to watch vlogs. For example, for me, I personally watch YouTube for like gaming experiences, traveling vlogs, but it doesn't really match my preferences, since all that appeared on my YouTube channel, all appear on my YouTube platform, all because of uh, just random videos that I can literally watch. So for me, I think that it's pretty easy to get a job just by posting videos on YouTube. Though, what do you think?
So I've been watching YouTube ever since I was a little kid. I could say probably around 10 years old, because I wasn't given a gadget by my parents at an early age, because they wouldn't want me to be exposed to weird things online. But I would say it's not as easy as it is now being a YouTuber, and considering it as a real job, earning a lot of money, because back in the day you would need to be a really successful, and you need to have a lot of publicity to earn a lot of revenue from ads and sponsors, which is how you get your money through YouTube. But now I noticed that a lot of channels, such as, of course, you may know, like Mr. Beast, um, maybe Minecraft gaming channels, or
So you're an iPad
no, I'm not really an iPad kid, but I do like watching gaming videos. Ever since I was a little kid, and I noticed that they earn more money easily now, rather than back in the day, because um, more kids now tend to watch maybe brain rot videos and all, so they are
kid.
driven
Like
to.
example, brain rot videos.
I could give an example, maybe such as Roblox gameplay, where they have their scripts talking to each other, and that is considered as brain rot, and it's not really for the mental health of kids.
But you mentioned about being like Mr. Beast and all. But what what about we talk about how from their how from they started on YouTube. Let's talk about how they what's their journey and process throughout on YouTube though. How Mr. Beast became from no one and now he's someone on YouTube for being so popular around the kids. What's really the process though? I really wonder why.
Well, for your question, I think it is a really fascinating process where Mr. Beast has built his way up into being a successful YouTuber as he is now. He has collaborated with a lot of artists and athletes to further attract more viewers and generate revenue. I have been watching Mr. Beast ever since I would say 500k followers, which is he was not a really big YouTuber at the time, and it was like 2014 or 13 maybe.
And what are like the risks or the challenges of being a YouTuber? Do you guys like think
I don't
any
know.
of
I don't
it?
think Mr. Beast has ever showed up in that. In his videos, I don't think he ever showed
Like
maybe risk.
some YouTuber that want to be a YouTuber, like who
Yeah, I
trying to
think
start.
I know who's what. I think Jake Paul. You know, you guys are Jake Paul, right? I think
Yeah.
Jake Paul, since he's the brother of Logan Paul, I think ever since he started on YouTube and then he's on Disney, he's on WWE games, boxing matches. I think starting from that, he started to like being a competition to his own brother on YouTube, on his own boxing career, combat career. Somehow I think that all their videos, both Logan Paul and Jake Paul, the brothers, all their videos are like very, very not to mention explicit and not to mention there are kids on YouTube. Since let's talk about Gen Z now. We are the kids are all over the phones, all over the gadgets, watching YouTube though. But do you think that being on YouTube without parental guide would be very good experience for them since they can really watch a lot of things, literally everything. For me, I think it's not great for them since if I were the kids, I would watch anything. But if I was a parent, I would be worried if there's no one who would be parenting or guiding. To be honest, I don't know what to say, but
Yeah, but since now like we have like Google parenting, something that we as a parent we can control what our kids watch
Yeah, we
or
can.
yeah,
play.
but there's a problem. YouTube is not linked to Google though.
Is it?
It's not linked.
It's not linked to Google, but it is owned by Google. That's the weird part.
That's the weird part
Yeah.
actually.
Well, we can't deny that the Paul brothers, they are controversial and they do influence a lot of kids in various bad ways. And yeah, regarding to that topic, well, a lot of YouTubers can heavily influence kids online, and they have a really big responsibility to keep a great image, to guide the kids into behaving better.
Wait,
As
I remember there's a risk of being a YouTuber, making it as a career. As I'm not, if I'm not mistaken, there's this one like credit videos on YouTube where people can, not really people, the supervisor on YouTube before posting, they will have to review your content first before posting it publicly. And what's it called? I think I saw like a green light, yellow sign. Like what was that? What was it called again? What was it called again?
uh, is it like to
Uh,
control the?
yeah, the control of the video, right? The general video, some kind of a warning to the creator actually,
Oh,
making their career at risk for posting such such
is it monetization?
yeah
Yeah,
monetization, yeah, the tax,
yeah.
yeah,
You'll get strikes if
you get
you.
strikes, you get warnings.
Yeah, if you.
And let's talk about making a career out of it. If you're just on YouTube for posting nonsense stuff, then maybe you won't even last a month.
That's true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think because like now Gen Z, of course, like many people want to be popular, want to get some a big name, want to be like them, want to be like
That's
true.
yeah. So, but they don't know like how much like their struggle, how like to be the one, you know.
Well, I think some YouTubers don't even care as long as they get their money.
Yeah,
And well, some could consider it as a real job
because
because
it's their passion, I think.
it's their passion, but hopefully driven by the right causes. Yes. And well, what do you guys think about does being a YouTuber give a really huge impact to the online users? Because nowadays people have been using applications like TikTok and maybe Instagram more to watch videos, short videos that helps their dopamine to run through, and not really like back then where YouTube has been the number one platform, but now I think TikTok has beaten YouTube, right?
Yeah, personally, I think that maybe it's just the kids who are watching YouTube right now. As for myself, I'm 19 years old this year, and I don't use YouTube very much as back then how I used to.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching TikTok all over and over.
Yeah.
All I'm just spending my days watching TikTok, bed rotting in my
Because it's
bed.
like just we can get the information just like it's easy as simple
Yeah,
as
it's
you can
easy
type in,
access.
It's not interesting as it was back then.
Yeah,
But
it's
since you asked how its impact have some impact on kids, on the generation. Well, as I said, it's the kids who are watching the YouTube right now. And as mentioned, for the Paul brothers, if they are still active on YouTube, I think they are.
yeah,
Somehow
yeah,
they
sure,
would
for
they
sure,
would they
for
would
sure.
very
They
want to
very
make good money.
that's
give a
true.
bad influence on the kids. Personally, I wouldn't want my kid to watch Jake Paul. I mean, I do watch Jake Paul, but I wouldn't want my kid to watch him though. Not all with the explicit content. No, not
Yeah,
with that.
that's true.
Even though it's on YouTube, it has parental guide, it has supervisors. Somehow they just let that happen. They just let the videos posted publicly without any warning.
That's true.
At this point, kids are very, very genius these
Yeah.
days, and they can just bypass and outsmart parents for disabling maybe parental consent, parental guidance. I mean, for me, yeah, I would definitely disable the
Yeah,
system.
that's
though.
true.
So now, like, let's be honest. Like, do you guys think this kind of job or being a YouTuber, a content creator, like, it's a good for a long-term job?
Nah, not really, because they need to know the boundaries and differences between hobby and career. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, if a vlogger wanted to post his vlogging videos and get monies out of it, then he should know that was just making a side income.
It's like more to instability,
Yeah,
income.
stability. There's no need to make it a long term. You can't just live you can just make it a daily routine. You wake up and then you get ready to make videos, you post, and then you go to sleep. Tomorrow, the next day, you get money instantly. No, you
It's
have
like-
to. Yeah.
It just depends on like the viewers,
Yeah.
the
At this point,
advertisement.
I don't even understand. I don't even understand how they
Yes.
get money from
Yeah, for
YouTube.
sure.
I think if we're looking at the political side of internet usement, being a YouTuber on YouTube, to make it as a long-term job, it's not really stable, because you anything could happen, and there's a lot of risk that you should consider. You could get cancelled because
Yeah,
You
getting,
guys-
getting politics involved in the conversation. That's really funny, even
Yeah,
though
that's true.
because it's somehow it's hard to see Malaysians being a YouTuber. I'm not saying there's not and there's no any YouTuber in Malaysia. I think there are for example who's that one guy who wear glasses?
is it local?
Yeah, local. The guy who plays games, the kid was Shafi Aiman. Yeah, Shafi Aiman.
Shafi
The guy who
Aiman.
writes now.
Well, I personally have not heard of Shafi Aiman because I don't really watch local YouTubers.
Being a YouTuber in the country right now, in our country, Malaysia, would be very hard since you mentioned about political economy, and we Malaysians know how worse the economy in our own country right now.
That's true.
Or you guys can get a real job. That's it.
Not
Get
making
a
it,
real
not
job.
making it,
Just get a real job.
So,
Yeah.
So now that we have asked each other's opinion about this topic, that's very been a sensational topic on internet lately. Before we end the video, before we end our podcast today, let's just be on the same page for the conversation we just had. If being a tuber really be considered as a real job, and my answer is no.
Yeah,
Exactly no.
Well, my answer would be no too. It was initially mixed because I mean you could consider it as a real job if it is for the right causes and you're not doing dumb stuff on the internet that makes
At this point, people just compare it. They got pros and cons at this point.
Yeah,
Being
there's
a
a lot of-
YouTuber for a long time
Yeah.
and long.
I mean myself I would not consider it as a real job because I wouldn't
Probably
go
like we can like call it as a part-time job or
Call
side
it
income
part-time,
job.
call it
Yeah,
a hobby.
side hustle.
Differ. You have to differ. Put boundaries on that.
yes.
Or maybe you guys have some passion on that kind of stuff. You can try.
Yeah, you can just pursue it.
You can just record
Try
videos and post it.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the end of our podcast for today. Thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you so much,
I hope
guys.
you like the video, so make sure you stay tuned for the next ones. Knowing there's no next ones. All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.